Hi everyone, my name is Shannon. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Perth, Western Australia, and I wanted to jump on today and share with you a fun fold card that I am making for Father's Day. It's a Father's Day card. Father's Day is in September here in Australia. I'm not quite sure what month it's in other places in the world, but in Australia it's September. So I thought I'd make a card for my boys who are 4 and 6 to give to their dad. First up, I just wanted to quickly mention the August to December mini catalogue. Hopefully you've all seen it by now, had a look. If you don't have one, a hard copy, and you would like one, get in touch with me and I will get one to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, there is a PDF copy on my blog. Blog address is up here, shannoncassane.com, and I've also got this month's host code. So if you place an order this month using that host code, in addition to the normal thank you gift that I'll send you, in addition to the normal thank you card I'll send you, I'll also send you a little thank you gift. Right, I think that's it. So I'll move on and show you the card. The stamp sets that I'm using, or the stamp set that I'm using, is by the dock. And I'm using this sentiment here that says, thank you for making a difference in my life. And the dies that I'm using, it's actually the Hippo and Friends. So this is the die set that coordinates with the I can't think of what it's called, the Hippo stamp set. It comes with a unicorn, a hippo, and a little sheep. But the best thing I think about this die set are all these frames that you get. So there's 4 nested here, another 3 here, and another 3 over here. So these are just such versatile frames that you can use on everything, and I have been using them on a lot. So that's those. So I've got the card kit ready to go. I have done some of the cutting already just to make it a little bit quicker. The DSP that I'm using 2 different packs. So I'm using the In Good Taste DSP, and I'm also using some of the Forever Greenery DSP. This is a beautiful DSP. It's like a watercolor look to it. The colors are Garden Green, Pretty Peacock, Pear Pizzazz, and Soft Seafoam. And I just think they're so pretty. I've got a soft seafoam card base. This is cut just a half A4 sheet of paper that I've scored in the middle, and it's going to open this way. So I might do the stamping first. So I've got one of these frames from the Hippo and Friends, and I'm going to use the Pretty Peacock ink for that. So I'm just stamping thank you for making a difference in my life. There we go. Put that off to the side. And then I will show you how this all goes together. So to start with, on the front panel, I don't think I've cut this down, no, so I'll snip it. I'll put this on first. So basically the layout for the front, I'm keeping it quite simple. I'm just layering a piece of Pretty Peacock cardstock that I have embossed with a subtle embossing folder, and I'm basically gonna set it up like that. So I'll just get my glue. I always tend to cut pieces like this slightly bigger. That way I can trim them off at the end and everything is lined up. So that's that piece. And this piece. Right, I'll just get my scissors. Right, snip that off the edge. Right, so that's my front panel done. And I'll get some dimensionals to pop up the sentiment there. So I kind of like doing fun fold cards. Most of the cards I make, I suppose, are one-off cards. I don't do a lot of mass creation. And so I just think the fun fold cards, particularly if you don't need to post them, so it doesn't matter if they're a little bit bulky. Not that this one's very bulky, but I just think they add a real treat to someone when they open up a card and it's not what they expected. So I'll pop that on the front. Right, so that's my front. Now the inside of the card, I'm going to put DSP panels on both sides. So what this is, it's called a W fold card. You might have seen them before. So essentially, it's going to have this strip across, so it opens like this. But what I'm going to do is turn it into a bit of a mini scrapbook, and I've got some little photos of my boys here that I'm going to mat onto Pretty Peacock card. And so I'll show you how all that goes together. So this is the In Good Taste DSP. These are cut, so you need 3 DSP panels altogether. The ones on the inside I've done kind of to a standard size by cutting off 1/2 centimetre from the card base size. The piece on the front, I did only a very tiny little border. All the measurements will be up on my blog later this weekend, probably Saturday. Yeah, I didn't want to leave a big border on the front. I liked kind of the small border, but on the inside, I like to be able to see that soft sea foam coming through. All right, so these little pictures, you can use any size kind of squares. You could use circles, it doesn't really matter. I'll show you how it goes together in the end. And you don't want anything massive, but there's no particular sizes. These ones are about, they're not quite 2 inches square. That's why I'm making sure I get them around the right way. They're 2 inches on one side and just under on the other side, but whatever your photo printer prints will work. So I've just collected a few of the photos of my boys. This one is their first day of school this year. Lockie is in year 1 and Ronan is in kindy this year. This one's actually a homegrown watermelon that we grew over the summer. And these two are from a trip we did to Japan, and we got back in early March, so just as Corona was starting to take over. Okay, so on the inside, we want to stick down. So basically this is a strip, the same size as the card length, a full card base, it's the same size. And then I folded it in half and then half the other way. So you end up, however you stick it down, you can adjust exactly where you do it. But you want to make sure that you only glue down these 2 side pieces. This bit here, I guess it's kind of a W, it's kind of an M, who knows, they call it a W card. But this bit here you want to be poking out. So you also want to make sure that when you put your photos or your pictures, these can be stamped images, anything you like, but you want to make sure that you only put the adhesive on the strip bit, not on the whole lot. I think it's a little bit easier to glue them before I put the strip down in the card, but it's really up to you. You might be a little bit more coordinated than me. Just trying to line them up somewhat straight. Another trick here, which I haven't done, is if you put your silicone mat underneath where you're working, that way if you get any glue sneaking out the edges, it's not going to stick to your craft space. And the last one. There we go. Alrighty, so bringing the card back in, and I think I'm going to leave a slight border of DSP there. So basically it'll open like this. And the kids, what I tend to do for the kids cards is I cut them a little strip of paper that they then write on and that I glue in afterwards. So that's what I'll do here. So I will actually stick this somewhat towards the bottom so that I've got room to stick in their panels with their names on it. Knowing my boys, they will not only add their name, they will add on a fair amount of bling to the card. Doesn't really matter on this one that I've got glue coming out the edge, because this one's going to get stuck down anyway. So try and line it up so that both the edges are about the same, but I don't measure it, I just stick it down. Oops, wiggled it. There we go. Right, so that is the complete card. So it's pretty easy to go together. It's almost like a scrapbook in a card. So it's kind of cool, I think. And I think the boys will really like giving this to their dad. So that's all I have got for you today. I'm hoping to make these videos a bit of a weekly thing so that I can jump on every Friday and share something with you. If you've got any questions, get in touch. Otherwise, this card will be up on my blog later this weekend and all the measurements will be on there. Thank you very much, and I will see you during the week. Thanks, bye.